This video is about finance and money making. What if a single conversation could raise your income for life? By the end, you will understand how to negotiate your salary successfully. Negotiating a raise is not just about asking for more money. It is about proving your worth and making your value undeniable to your employer. The first step is preparation. Without research, you are walking into the conversation blind and with no solid foundation to justify your request. Begin by understanding your market value. Search for salary ranges in your industry, role, and location to set a realistic but ambitious target. Do not rely only on what you think you deserve. Use hard data to back up your request and show your employer the facts. Track your recent achievements. Keep a record of measurable results, completed projects, and any contributions that saved or made money for the company. Numbers speak louder than words. Saying you improved efficiency is one thing. Proving you saved 10 hours a week is another. Know your timing. The best moments to ask for a raise are after a major success, during performance reviews, or when the company is performing well. Avoid asking during stressful times, budget cuts, or when your boss is overwhelmed. Timing can make or break your request. Confidence is key. If you approach the conversation with uncertainty, it will show, and it will weaken your position. Rehearse your pitch. Practice what you will say out loud, focusing on concise, confident language that communicates your value clearly. Remember, this is a business conversation, not a plea. Keep emotions under control and stick to the facts that matter. Anticipate objections. Think about the reasons your boss might say no, and prepare calm, logical responses in advance. If they say there is no budget, suggest other forms of compensation like extra vacation days or flexible hours. Do not make threats. Telling your boss you will leave unless you get a raise can backfire unless you are ready to follow through. Dress for the conversation as if you are attending an important meeting. First impressions influence how seriously you are taken. Be mindful of your body language. Sit straight, make eye contact, and avoid crossing your arms, which can seem defensive. Start the conversation positively. Express appreciation for your role and the opportunities you have had in the company. Then transition into the evidence of your value, sharing specific examples of achievements and measurable contributions. Make your request clear and direct. Avoid vague statements like, "I was hoping for more," and instead state your desired salary. Silence is powerful. Once you state your request, pause and let your boss process it without rushing to fill the gap. If you face pushback, stay calm and reiterate your value without becoming defensive or argumentative. If the answer is yes, express gratitude and excitement, reinforcing that they made the right decision by investing in you. If the answer is no, ask for feedback on what you can do to earn a raise in the future and set a timeline to revisit the conversation. Follow up in writing to summarize any agreements made, ensuring both you and your employer are on the same page. Track your progress toward the goals discussed so you are ready for your next negotiation with even stronger evidence. View each negotiation as a skill-building opportunity. The more you practice, the more confident and effective you will become. Remember, your career income compounds over time, so one successful negotiation can be worth hundreds of thousands over your lifetime. Negotiating is not selfish. It is a professional responsibility to advocate for your worth and set the standard for your value. When you succeed in this, you do not just improve your finances, you elevate your confidence, opportunities, and future potential. Do not wait years hoping someone will notice your hard work. Raises are rarely automatic. They often go to those who actively ask for them. Understand that employers expect negotiations. It is a normal part of professional life and shows you are confident and aware of your value. Research shows that people who negotiate their salaries earn significantly more over their careers than those who never ask. The fear of rejection holds many back, but rejection is not failure. It is feedback that can guide your next move. Practice role-playing with a trusted friend to simulate possible scenarios and build comfort with the conversation flow. When presenting your achievements, connect them directly to how they benefit the company's bottom line or strategic goals. Speak in terms of impact. Instead of saying you completed a project, explain how it increased revenue or saved costs. Avoid comparing yourself to co-workers. Focus on your own contributions rather than what others are earning. Stay professional even if you feel underpaid. Negotiations are about business outcomes, not personal grievances. Be ready with a range, not just a single number. This gives you flexibility and increases the chance of finding agreement. Aim for the higher end of your range to give room for negotiation while still being realistic based on your market research. If your boss cannot meet your request now, consider negotiating for a future raise tied to specific milestones. Show commitment to the company's goals by discussing how your role will contribute to growth in the coming months. Listen as much as you speak. Understanding your employer's perspective can help you find solutions that benefit both sides. If you receive a counteroffer, take time to think it over instead of accepting or rejecting immediately. Evaluate the offer not only in terms of salary, but also benefits, flexibility, and growth opportunities. Remember that a raise negotiation is also a chance to strengthen your professional relationship with your manager. Thank them for their time and openness, regardless of the outcome, to leave a positive final impression. Document the conversation for your own records, especially if future raises or promotions are discussed. Use your success to inspire others. Sharing how you negotiated can encourage peers to advocate for themselves too. Stay updated on industry trends so you always have relevant and current salary data for future discussions. Continue improving your skills and taking on challenges that make you indispensable to the organization. When opportunities arise, volunteer for high-impact projects that showcase your leadership and results. Maintain a professional network outside your company. This keeps you informed and increases your career options. If you ever decide to change jobs, the same negotiation principles apply to starting salaries. Negotiating at the start can set a higher base that compounds over your entire career. The courage to ask for more can change your financial trajectory, but preparation is what ensures success. Every negotiation is a balance of confidence, strategy, and respect for the other party's position. When you master this balance, you create opportunities not just for more income, but for greater career fulfillment. Approach each raise request as a step toward building the life and future you truly want. Money earned through effective negotiation is not just income. It is proof of your self-worth and determination. Do not underestimate the emotional side of negotiation. People make decisions with both logic and feelings, so building rapport matters. Start conversations weeks before the actual request by highlighting your contributions and sharing successes casually. This creates a positive association between you and consistent results, making your raise request less of a surprise. Keep track of positive feedback from colleagues or clients. Testimonials can strengthen your case with real-world validation. If possible, align your request with company priorities, such as cost savings, innovation, or customer satisfaction. Frame your raise as an investment in someone who directly advances those priorities through measurable outcomes. Avoid bringing personal financial struggles into the conversation. Focus on the value you bring, not your personal needs. However, if a life change has impacted your workload or skill application, you can mention it carefully in context. When you receive the raise, avoid immediately changing your lifestyle. Save or invest the increase to maximize its long-term benefit. Consider splitting your new income between savings, investments, and rewarding yourself modestly to stay motivated. Think of each raise as a stepping stone toward financial independence rather than just more spending power. If your company offers professional development, use it to sharpen skills that can justify future raises. Communicate your career ambitions to your manager so they see you as a long-term asset worth investing in. Do not shy away from leadership opportunities, even if they push you outside your comfort zone. Demonstrating initiative and adaptability signals you are ready for higher compensation and responsibility. Make your achievements visible. Sometimes great work goes unnoticed simply because it is not communicated effectively. Share progress updates on important projects to ensure decision-makers know your impact in real time. Build alliances within your company. Having multiple advocates for your value can strengthen your negotiating position. Maintain professionalism at all times, even in informal settings, as your reputation influences how seriously requests are taken. Observe others who negotiate successfully and learn from their approach, tone, and timing. Consider keeping a career journal where you log successes, challenges, and new skills as evidence for negotiations. Set reminders to review your salary annually so you never let years pass without an adjustment. Remember that inflation erodes purchasing power, so regular raises are essential to maintain your standard of living. Approach negotiations as a normal and expected process, not a rare or desperate move. Your mindset will influence your tone, and your tone will influence your results. Do not let one rejection discourage you. Many successful professionals faced multiple no's before achieving their goals. Persistence, paired with growth and preparation, often turns initial rejections into future yeses. Track how your raises impact your net worth over time to see the compound effect of asking for more. When you reflect on your career years from now, the times you asked for what you deserved will stand out as turning points. The skills you develop in salary negotiation will carry over into business deals, client proposals, and everyday decision-making. Never forget that advocating for yourself is not arrogance. It is an essential part of long-term success. Even if you are in a role you love, asking for a raise shows you value yourself and the work you contribute. Companies benefit from retaining motivated, fairly compensated employees who feel appreciated for their efforts. Underpaid employees are more likely to seek other opportunities, which costs the company time and money to replace them. Position your request as mutually beneficial, emphasizing how retaining you supports company stability and growth. Avoid waiting until you are frustrated or ready to leave before negotiating. Proactive conversations are far more effective. Learn to read nonverbal cues during the discussion. Positive signs include leaning forward, nodding, and open body posture. If your boss seems distracted or stressed, suggest rescheduling to ensure you have their full attention. Always prepare a brief, clear opening statement that summarizes your case in under 2 minutes. This ensures you communicate your key points even if the meeting is unexpectedly cut short. Have supporting documents ready but concise. Overloading your boss with pages of data can dilute your message. During the conversation, stay adaptable. If the discussion shifts, follow the flow while keeping your main goal in sight. Do not apologize for asking. You are presenting a business case, not requesting a personal favor. Recognize that some bosses may need to seek approval from higher management before confirming your raise. Be patient, but follow up at agreed intervals to keep the request active and visible. If denied, try to secure a written agreement for a future raise based on meeting specific targets. Track progress toward those targets and share updates regularly to reinforce your commitment. Understand that sometimes a raise will not be possible, and that may be a sign to explore other options. Your negotiation skills will still serve you in interviews and new job offers elsewhere. If you switch companies, use your preparation and achievements to justify a higher starting salary. Always negotiate new offers. Employers expect it, and failing to do so leaves money on the table. View every job transition as a chance to reset your value higher in the market. Keep an updated portfolio of your best work to showcase during interviews or performance reviews. Over time, this portfolio becomes a powerful tool for proving your consistent value. Be clear about your non-negotiables, whether it is salary, benefits, or growth opportunities. Knowing what matters most helps you make confident decisions during negotiations. If you accept a counteroffer, ensure it aligns with your long-term goals, not just short-term satisfaction. Your career path should be guided by strategic choices, not reactions to immediate offers. Salary negotiation is as much about mindset as it is about tactics. Believe you deserve fair compensation. When you combine belief with preparation, you create a powerful presence in the negotiation room. Every raise you secure is a reminder that your skills, experience, and dedication hold real value. Those who advocate for themselves inspire others to do the same, creating a culture of fairness and growth. When done well, negotiating a raise elevates both your income and your professional reputation. The more you practice, the more natural and effective the process will feel over time. Negotiate not just for the money, but for the respect and recognition that comes with it. Subscribe so you can learn how to change your mindset and your money to build wealth.